What is going on? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for clicking on the video. It is much appreciated. We are starting off a new vlog. Today is April 22nd. I don't even know what day of the month it is anymore, ever. I just know it's Saturday. I just know what day of the week it is. I never know what day of the month it is. Life is flying by, and it kind of really does make me sad how fast life is flying by. And it's weird. I'm kind of just randomly going on a tangent, but it's weird how I'm only 20 years old, but like the other day I was riding my mini bike around the neighborhood and just seeing so many memories in my head in different parts of the neighborhood, and it kind of made me sad, you know, nostalgic and sad. I've talked about nostalgia a few times, but that nostalgia of just riding around again for the first time in a few years, breaking out my mini bike and just thinking about how I used to ride with my friends and different memories with the mini bikes with my friends, and other memories, you know, without the mini bikes in the neighborhood, just makes me a little sad. And just think of how fast life is flying by. I'll be 21 this year. All of a sudden, it'll be 3 years out of high school, as of 2 months from now in June. Life is flying by. So one thing I've tried to do really is just use my time wisely and really just appreciate every moment. That was really just a side tangent, random. Thank you for tuning in to the video, though. That is not what this video will be about. We'll get into what this video is about soon, but it is Saturday. It is 4:01. I am alone. As of now, I've been alone the whole day. Well, except for, as of 3 hours ago, after karate, I've been alone all day, and we'll get into something that has to do with that soon. That's why I mentioned that, being alone. But I'm gonna go to the gym, and then my plan is to go to Smoothie King, and I want to go to Plato's Closet as well, near me, to look at some sneakers to see if they have any that I could possibly buy, clean up, and then resell. I'm not sure if it's in the camera view. It should be, but my sneakers over here, there's like 10 pairs there, roughly. I used to have about 30 pairs there. I've got them all in my basement. I say I'm working on selling them, but I've had them in the basement and for 6 months and haven't listed any of them on eBay yet. The farthest I've gotten is taking pictures of them, but that I need to do. I want to do that later. Clean some of them up and put some of them up on eBay. At least the first two that I've already got pictures of. At least those two. But I want to get back into reselling sneakers as a little side hustle to make some extra money here and there. But first, we're going to go to the gym. We are hitting back and biceps today. I will check back in very soon. Alright, just got done with the workout. I'm going to have a protein bar quick. I think there's 19 grams of protein in here. I'll throw some clips of the workout up, back and biceps. That was the longest workout that I've had. This is kind of melted a little bit. But that was the longest workout I've had in a while. About an hour and 10 minutes. Usually I don't stay for too long. I'm not one of those people that stays in the gym for 2 or 3 hours. I really don't have the time to do that, but I think I get pretty good workouts in 50 to an hour and 15 minutes. Today was the longest I've had in a while, an hour and 10 minutes. Used the massage chair after. I'm gonna go to Smoothie King now. I want to go to Plato's Closet as well. Like I said, hopefully maybe pick up some cheap sneakers that I can maybe clean up and resell, and then I will check back in very soon. Alright, we just got our smoothie. I got the Hulk Vanilla. I just found out and saw that they've got smoothie bowls now too, so I was thinking about trying one but didn't feel like spending the money. I kind of came here wanting a smoothie because I haven't had one in a while, but next time I'm definitely getting a bowl. I also didn't feel like spending 10-15 bucks, however much it is, on a bowl as well as the smoothie. The smoothie itself was 10 bucks. But in this video, I want to talk about and touch on something that has been on my mind a lot and has been affecting me a lot for a while now, but especially a lot as of the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks, really the last couple months, and that is loneliness. I mentioned earlier how I was alone. I went to the gym alone today. I drove out here, which is like 25 minutes from my house, to Smoothie King. Got a smoothie alone by myself. Last weekend, I was alone. Most of the weekend, my parents and brother were gone, so I was alone. Didn't really see anybody. Saturday last week, after I was done teaching at 1 o'clock, I saw, or the amount of people I spoke to was like one kid in my neighborhood for not long. My dog, the person at Chipotle that made my bowl, and then I said hi to one person that I know when I was eating outside at Chipotle alone. This is something that being alone so often and kind of having the feeling of loneliness is something that I've been dealing with for a while. I've never had a lot of friends, but as of recent, I'd say I've found myself to be alone more often and feeling lonely more often as well. In specific, when I'm not working or teaching, I have felt lonely. I thought about going into work today after teaching, after 1 o'clock. I thought about going to the gym and then going into work. I don't work Saturdays, but I thought about calling to see if I could come in for at least a few hours, kind of to just escape. So I wasn't by myself all day and lonely. Decided not to. It rained anyway, so I wouldn't have been there for long, and it wouldn't have been a great day anyway there. But the fact that I was going to do that kind of blows my mind. I was thinking about it earlier. I was going to use work as a form of escapism. That's kind of crazy to me. I think that's kind of obviously a good thing and a bad thing. Obviously, you want to be in a situation where you don't need to escape at all, but the fact that I like my job so much that I would use it to escape from something else is definitely a good thing, that I like my job that much. But if I'm not working or teaching, I really get this feeling of loneliness. Sometimes right away. Sometimes as soon as I get in my car and start driving home, I start to feel lonely. Most of the time, 95% of the time, if I'm not working or teaching, I don't have plans. Like today, all I've done since I got done teaching at 1, it is now 6:33, is go home, eat, watch YouTube, took a nap, went to the gym, and then came here to Smoothie King, and here we are. It's mostly on the weekends that I get this loneliness feeling, and sometimes Wednesday nights could be because it's the one night that I don't teach, because every other night it's a long day. It's really, wake up in the morning, work, teach, shower, go to the bathroom, go to the gym, go to bed. There's not much else that I do. I don't really have time to get lonely Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Maybe a little bit Friday night if I don't go to the gym, or if I'm at home for a little bit. I must say though that the last couple days, last night, Friday night, and today so far, I haven't felt too lonely, because I've tried to use my time wisely. Instead of kind of sitting around feeling bad for myself, I've tried to use the time wisely. And something I've learned through kind of this loneliness, being alone, and this feeling of loneliness is, even though I feel lonely and I'm not really spending time with anybody, any friends or anybody, I can still use this time wisely. I realized that last week when I was alone and really didn't talk to anybody, because I was alone and lonely for so long, for that extended period of time, about a day. I realized that even though I'm feeling lonely and I don't have anything to do with anybody else and no plans with anybody else or anything, I can still use this time wisely. Like today, I went to the gym, went and got a smoothie, took a nap, ate. I'd say that's using my time wisely, and I'm happy as well today because I haven't wasted too much time on my phone. My screen time's been down as well. I'm kind of going off on a tangent, but my screen time on my phone has been down as well. So, you know, when you use the phone so much, I talked about it in a recent video on discipline, but when you use it so much, or that makes it worse, at least for me, because you get mad at yourself for that, and then the loneliness sets in. That's one thing I've tried not to do, is use the phone as a form of escapism and just scroll on social media forever. But this is something I wanted to talk about today and touch on. It's something that's been that I've been dealing with for a while. Loneliness, this kind of feeling of loneliness and emptiness. I'm kind of learning to deal with it for the time, work through it, and kind of overcome it as well. And we'll touch on it more in this video. I'm going to drive up to Plato's Closet now. It's not far at all. Look at some shoes, see what they got, and then probably head home after that, and then I will check back in and we'll wrap up the video later on. All right, it is the next day. Last night I went to Jersey Mike's, had my sub. After I got home from Smoothie King, had that sub, and then one of my buddies texted me that I haven't talked to in a little while. Went to his house, hung out for a couple hours. That was pretty nice, pretty cool. And then came home, pretty much just went to bed. But it is 1 o'clock the next day. I hung out with my family in the morning. If I could speak, I gotta slow down. I've been talking too fast the last couple days. My mind's been just all over the place for no reason too. I've not been able to focus on anything or be present at all. But that's for a different day, a different video. But it is 12:54 the next day. Hung out with my family in the morning. Went to church. Got back. Actually rode my mini bike for the first time in about third time in the last week, but really broke it out in the last week for the first time in like 2-3 years, which is a lot of fun. I was going like 30-35 miles an hour on it in the neighborhood. It's pretty fun. I want to definitely get some clips with that pretty soon, riding that. I was going to, but then I honestly totally forgot. Got too excited about just riding it and totally forgot to get some sort of a clip for the vlog with it. I was going to end the vlog off here, but I'm going to Bass Pro Shops with my cousins and my brother, so I figured I would vlog some of that, and then we'll wrap the vlog up later on. I'm going to pick them up soon. My brother is getting home within 5 minutes pretty soon, and then I'm going to we're going to Bass Pro Shops. It's a 45-minute drive from where we live, so I will check back in probably when we get there. I'm definitely going to spend a lot of money today. Not that much, but I'm definitely going to spend my money today. I've got a credit card for here, so we're definitely spending some money on it. The store is huge, and there's probably some things I'm going to want to buy.
Let's get a duck call.
I'm not going to buy too much, but...
Let's get a duck call.
What if they just jump out?
How are they going to jump?
Yo. Would never use this, but we got the spiders here. All right, we got a few lures, right? What we got so far?
Some super flukes,
all
like
right.
bluegill kind of color.
All right.
We don't have shad, so
yeah. This is like
bluegill.
$40 right here.
Yeah.
Try not to spend more. I want to buy everything though. All right, we've been in here for about probably an hour and a half. I always have to sit on the ATVs for a couple minutes. This is like $7 grand. It's not even that big. Eventually, I want to get a ton of land and get one of these, and at least one. These are so nice. It's actually only $118 a month to finance it. I could buy it if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna buy it. Yeah, give it a few years at least, but definitely want to get one of these in the future. We're gonna leave soon. I got some lures. I got a shirt. Probably not gonna buy much more. Probably gonna end up spending like 40 or $50. Then we're gonna go into the mall and probably get some food. I'll check back in probably then. All right, how was my park job?
Terrible.
All right, we are now going to some tavern to get burgers.
What's it called?
Swabby's? Swaby's Tavern, something like that, to get some burgers. We were gonna go to some place in that mall, but Dilly's is what it was called, but it closed at 5 o'clock. We were in Bass Pro Shops for about 2.5 hours roughly, but it's a big place, so we can get distracted and just keep looking at stuff easily. And we're gonna go eat, get some food real quick.
I think it's this one.
All right. The camera might be a little tilted because it's on the hood of my car, but we all got, it's like 6 p.m. We all got a Ghost energy drink, and we're all gonna drink them right now.
It's gonna already open, but I'll pretend like I'm doing it.
Mine's definitely shaking.
I think it's their first time having one.
First time.
Here we go. I got face pop.
Oh my god, it smells just like Sour Patch Kids.
I've had every flavor. This is my favorite, so I had to get it.
You know what? It's not bad.
I told you
not
it was
bad.
good, and she was right.
How many milligrams?
200 milligrams of caffeine.
Oh my
we're all gonna be way too
Dude,
energetic.
Oh my god, this is just like the Sour Patch Kids.
I told you it's just like
That's ridiculous.
It's just like it.
Dreamsicle.
All right, we're gonna head home. It's about a 45-minute ride. I'm gonna get some gas, and then probably gonna get ice cream. We'll check back in pretty soon. All right, wrapping up the vlog here. Everybody is sleeping. It is 10:39, so I'm kind of talking kind of quiet. Staying up later than I would have liked to stay up. Not gonna get as much sleep as I would have liked to. I do still have some energy because of the Ghost, and I want to make sure I burn that caffeine off, so I at least get quality sleep, even if I don't get that much sleep. We had dinner. It was actually a pretty good place. It wasn't busy, and it was pretty much a ghost town out where we were. But I'll put some pictures from dinner up, overlays, and we went to got ice cream after driving back as well. It was pretty fun. It was a pretty fun day, and it's kind of ironic actually as well, that I ended up doing all that today, hanging out with my cousins and my brother for most of the day, in a vlog that was about being lonely and feeling lonely. You know, of course, I'm not the loneliest person ever or in the world, of course, and I have a lot of people in my life, a lot of great people in my life, that keep me from really being lonely. But as of recently, I have definitely had that feeling of loneliness when I haven't been working or teaching. To kind of wrap that all up here, and if there's anything that anybody could really take away from this video, speaking on loneliness and that feeling, because, you know, aside from today and a couple hours last night, I've spent a lot of time alone in the last couple weeks when I have not been working or teaching, and you know, you of course you can be alone and not feel lonely, and I do not feel lonely when I'm alone sometimes, but as of recently, the last couple months, that loneliness feeling has definitely become more present when I've been alone. But if there's anything that anybody can take away from this video, and kind of just me speaking on my experiences with this feeling of loneliness, it would be, one, you can still make good use of your time instead of kind of sitting around feeling bad for yourself. That's something I realized last week, at least, even though nobody had texted me last weekend to do anything, and I didn't have anything I had to do, I could still make good use of my time. You also kind of really see who really kind of wants to be in your life, who goes out of their way to spend time with you, and asks you to do something, and who really actually truly wants to be in your life. It's also a good time to do a lot of introspection. I did some yesterday at Smoothie King. I sat in my car and did not go on my phone, well, a little bit, but not much, for about half an hour. Sat there, kind of just let myself think about a lot of things for almost half an hour, which was pretty good, much needed as well. I'm gonna wrap the video up here. Yes, I am wearing the same shirt as yesterday, though. I washed. The only reason I'm up, besides trying to burn the caffeine off, is I've got to wait for my laundry, because my work clothes and my karate clothes are in there, that I need for tomorrow. I need them in about 7 hours, 7.5 hours. I got to put my work clothes on, so I'm stuck staying up another hour or so to put them in the dryer. Thank you for watching. Drop a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.